you're working on teaching your child their first words, keep watching for 5 tips from a speech therapist. Hi, I'm Brenda. I'm a pediatric speech language pathologist, a mom of 4, and the creator of Tiny Talker Speech. On this channel, I share different tips and strategies you can apply at home as a parent to get your baby or your toddler talking. So if you're interested in that kind of content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. First words is such a fun milestone, and I'm a speech therapist and a mom of 4, so I'm going to share 5 easy tips to get your toddler saying their first words. Number 1, use gestures when you talk. For example, let's say you're reading a book. The pig is hot, or the pig is cold. Or you can also point. For example, let's put your shoe on, or let's read a book. This will help your child connect a word to their meaning, and in order for your child to use a word, they have to understand the meaning. Tip number 2 is narrate during your daily activities. So let's say you're getting your child dressed in the morning. You can narrate as you do it. For example, shirt on, put your arm through, socks on, shoes on, all done. Or let's say your child is playing with a ball. You can narrate whatever you see. For example, oh, you threw the ball. Catch the ball. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Just describe what your child is doing. Keep your sentences short and simple. When you narrate during your daily activities, you are exposing your child to daily functional vocabulary. These are words that can help your child get their wants and needs met. This brings me to tip number 3. Model functional vocabulary. It is so important for babies' first words to be functional vocabulary. These are words that can help them get their wants and needs met. Here are 10 examples of functional first words. More, mom and dad, boo-boo, water, open, help, eat, no, on, in. Here are words that are not functional words. ABCs, numbers, shapes, and colors. Many times parents of very young children put a lot of emphasis on teaching their child academic words like ABCs, numbers, letters, etc. But reality is, at such a young age, knowing these kind of words is not very functional and won't do much for the child, because if a child wants to express that they want water or that something's hurting, knowing their ABCs or 1, 2, 3s is not going to help them. So this is why we have to put a lot of importance in teaching our children when they're still learning their first words, functional vocabulary. Tip number 4 is be repetitive. Model the same word over and over and over again in a variety of ways. For example, apple, eat the apple, crunchy apple, cut the apple, yummy apple. The more a child hears a word, the faster they will learn it. Here's a way that I would apply this tip at home. Every single time somebody would leave my house, I would take my baby to the door, open the door, and say bye, wave and say bye, and just model it over and over again. I would do this every single time somebody would leave my house. And soon enough, she joined me and she would start waving. She wasn't saying anything yet, but she would just wave. And I kept modeling. Bye. I would not tell her to say bye. I would just model. That's it. And one day when she was 9 months old, she said, bye. And here's a clip to show you. And tip number 5 is model exclamatory, environmental, and animal sounds. These are linguistically simple words and so fun for baby to imitate. Think about it. Moo, yay, boom. They're very simple words. So if your child is starting to imitate, model these words and see if they imitate you. So for example, if you're playing with a toy farm, use animal noises. Moo, ba. If you're playing with cars, crash the cars and say boom or beep beep. So remember, like everything, if you want these tips and strategies to work, you have to be consistent and use them over and over again. If you want to learn more easy and simple strategies like this on how to get your child talking, then enroll in my online course, Tiny Talkers Academy. In that course, I will teach you different strategies that you can start applying from birth all the way until your child is speaking in full sentences. My course includes video examples and will save you so much time from Googling and YouTubing and everything. It lays everything out for you. So if you're struggling to get your child to say their first words or talking more, you don't have to go through this journey alone. I'm here to support you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it valuable, make sure you subscribe and like this video. See you next time.